Hey, this is Brendan with Premier Real Estate. I'm sending you this because at some point we've either met about your house or you've demonstrated interest in maybe putting on the market here in the next couple of months. And so I thought I'd send this out to everyone to show you sort of what I do differently than most real estate agents. And the reason, Premier Real Estate, our little agency, has been so amazingly successful over the last couple of years in selling homes quickly for the most amount of money. And really doing a great job for our clients. This is a marketing proposal. Everyone is custom to your home. It highlights its strengths. It minimizes its weaknesses. And, this just shows you the options, all of the technologies that we have at our disposal to really set your home apart to the home buyers that are out there looking at homes. This first slide, talks a little bit about, just demonstrates why most agents fail. And it's really not their fault, but the problem that most agents have is they have to wear 6 or 7 hats at any time. They have to do what really is a part-time job, 7 times a day. And they simply don't have enough time to sit down with each listing they get and put together a marketing proposal that's going to sell their home for the most amount of money as quickly as possible, like we do. Anytime you list with us at Premier Real Estate, you're probably going to get between 5 to 10 specialists that are going to touch something on your listing during the time we put it on the market to the time it closes. Here we've got a few examples of the type of specialists that we have. My favorite to talk about is probably the contract specialist that will look over your contract. She is amazing. She charges $500 to other agencies to look at their contracts. And contracts are very, very important when it comes to actually closing a home and making sure you're covered and keeping you safe and secure. But it just gives you an example of the type of people that we have that are specialized here that are going to make sure that your experience is as professional and as easy as possible. The first ad here is really the first part of our marketing program. It just talks about some of the social media ads that we do. Each one of our listings is getting one of these ads ran from the time we get it listed to the time we get a contract accepted. So, this ad's going to be out there all the time. It's going to be on Facebook. It'll be on Instagram. We'll have a video on YouTube. We'll have it shot out on Twitter. We'll have it on all of the major websites. But it's sort of an example of how we market your property and really, how we highlight your strengths within these ads. If you look here to the left-hand side, you've got we highlight on these acreage. People in this area, they want acreage. They get 1 to 3 acres per home. So we put that as our first bullet point on the ad. We did marketing research in this area, and we found out most people want open concepts, high ceilings, and granite. So we put that on the ad. And a lot of people in this area are moving there for the schools, so we put that on the ad. Again, it's just to wet their whistle. It's just to get them curious enough to actually click on the ad, get their information, and maybe get them out there to see your house and sell it. A couple more that we have here, and again, these are 2 great examples. We have one that's on the lake, and we highlight that immediately in the ad and with the pictures. And the other one is a golf course view, and so we have that first thing up with exclamation points. And again, call us, get them more information, or click on this ad. And once they click on this ad, we use this program. It's called Agent Legend. It's very cool. Some of you probably experienced it. As soon as you come in, we're going to give you a link to a YouTube video that's going to show you a full home tour of that property, or a collage video of that property highlighting its strengths depending on what condition your property's in. Whether it's land or whether it's a home, it's going to go to something that's going to show them as much information about that home as possible. And it's going to follow up with them over the course of the next month to see if, hey, would you like to go see that house? Would you like any more information on it? Here are some more pictures on it. It's going to sort of tease them along so eventually we can get them out to see your house. And it's all done automatically. We don't have to spend our time sending it out. Here's another thing that we do that's pretty cool, I think, is that we make a custom website for each one of our properties. So we can link this to all of our ads. We can link this to people that are out there. If people are out there looking at properties, this will pop up in their search queues. And it's really cool. It's a professional-made website for each one of our properties, and it really highlights the strengths of the neighborhoods more than probably any other custom websites that you're going to see. And again, it's just designed to get people to respond. Call us. We're going to take them out there, show them your home. This next slide here is going to go into kind of what separates us apart from other agencies, and that is that we'll spend money to sell your home for the most amount of money, and to get this thing going. 90% of people now are looking at homes online. They're looking at them on their phone all day long, scrolling through Zillow, scrolling through Trulia. And the homes that get shown are the ones that have the best pictures. They're the ones that stand out to the people as having the prettiest pictures. And so we spend money on each one of our listings getting a professional photographer to come out, not our agent's personal camera or their cell phones, which we see all the time. They'll put that up online, and it's really doing their clients a disservice. I know we get the highest end photographers to come out and take pictures of your home. This is actually a listing that I just had on the lake. And what's cool about these pictures is if you actually look at these pictures closely, you can't tell, but what they do is they take 4 images from really high light to really low light, and they combine them together to make one image. And that will make your bright highlights really bright and the darks really dark, and it gives it a really, really, really fresh, clean feel to all of the photographs, and they'll do that through your entire home. This is something else we just started offering our clients, which I think is really cool. And again, this is a service we provide. It is virtual staging. If you'll see on the right, that's the actual room when they took the picture. If you'll look here on the left, this is that same room with furniture in it. Now, that furniture isn't real. There's no actual furniture there. It's been put in there digitally by a team out of Austin that's really, really sharp, that makes it look very either modern or traditional, depending on what the home is. And it really separates us from other people because we can do this not only in a vacant house like this, but let's say you have a room that needs to be updated. We'll actually virtually get our team out there. We'll send it off to Austin. They will actually come back and update that room virtually with new furniture. And it really, really is something that is cool. It's innovative. Not everyone's doing it. And again, that's the before picture and that's the after picture. You take a look at that. It's really highlights it. It's really neat. And again, nothing is actually there. That's all done digitally. Here's another thing that we do. We do this a lot, whether it's a lakefront home, if you're in a really desirable area, whether you're on a golf course, or whether you have acreage, whether we're listing a lot. And that's what we have a drone pilot come out and will actually fly the drone all around your neighborhood, all around your property. It's going to give people a bird's eye view. And, they're going to see this picture going through online to really highlight the strength of that home. And of course, the biggest strengths of this home right here is the fact that it's on the lake. So we have that highlighted. This is another one I had out in Crawley that was on a few acres. Another drone footage. And this is a really cool thing. This is actually a little video that we do on every single property. We do a walkthrough video. We have a professional will come out and do a video on each individual property, put one together for you. We can put this on YouTube. We can send this to people that have inquired about it. It's going to be everywhere. You can see the address pops up there, and it's a drone slowly going through the outside of this home. And then that same drone's going to take you, we'll fast forward a little bit here. You don't have to watch the whole thing, but it's going to take you on a virtual tour of the best spots within that house. And this was another one that I had in that same division down there on the lake, and it just turned out beautifully. But we're going to do this with all of your properties, and it's really going to set your home apart from the average real estate agent that's just got 4 or 5 pictures up or 10 pictures up that they took on their cell phone. I mean, your stuff's going to look first class, and it's really going to set you apart. Let's go to the next slide here. This is, sort of old school. We not only do we use a lot of the technology, as you've just seen, to really highlight your house and make it look great, we also do old school print advertising. We do print advertising in high-end real estate magazines, local real estate magazines, newspapers. But also, this is actually a really cool thing because it's done automatically and it's done on every one of our properties. This is a just sold, but we do just listed and coming soon postcards, and they're going to get those 2 postcards twice within the first 2 weeks. And this is going to go to all your neighbors that are your nearest 300 neighbors and up, depending upon the neighborhood and how much we think it'll help you. We send out these postcards at our own expense again. But really what we're trying to do is target people that have friends and family members that want to move into the neighborhood. It's amazingly common how often we sell homes to people that have friends in the neighborhood, have family in the neighborhood. That's why they're moving there. That's why they wanted to be there in the first place. And this alerts all your neighbors, hey, if you have that friend or family member that wants to move into the neighborhood, there's a new house here. Give us a call. We'll take you to go see it. This is a property flyer. We email these out, and we also give them out at open houses. But again, it's just something that we do that most agents don't do. As soon as we get your listing, we're going to shoot out one of these property flyers that are done by a professional online within a day or 2 of getting that listing, and we're going to send it out to every agent in North Texas's what we call the Netris network of realtors. So if they have a client that's looking for something like this, they're going to get it in their email box. We send it out to investors. Let's say there's an investor in your neighborhood, maybe somebody wanting a rental property. They're going to get this same email, and it's going to say, hey, this property's coming soon. Get on it now. It's going to go quick. And we also send this same flyer out to people that are looking on Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, Homes.com, a lot of the other websites. We mirror their audience, and we send out things like this flyer, and it really sets us apart. One of the last things I'm going to talk about as far as marketing your home is the open house, which from a lot of people, the open house is dead because they don't know how to do one properly. But we sort of incorporate technology again to sort of give us a lot of return on our time doing these open houses, and it really helps some of our clients sell quickly and sell to someone through us, which will save them a little bit of money. When I make these ads, or I make them on Facebook, it's going to go out to everyone looking for real estate in that area, as well as your nearest neighbors, whether it's a mile out or 2 miles out, and it's going to simply show up on their feed, and it's going to say, hey, there's an open house. Here's a picture of the house because they've probably seen it. Here's the address. Here's the name of the neighborhood, and it's going to get their attention. And just like that just listed postcard, if they want to have a friend or family member that they know is moving, or maybe they themselves just love the neighborhood but want to get a new home, they're going to see this on their Facebook feed, and they're going to show up. And those people searching the internet that are looking for your home, they're going to see this same ad too, and we're going to get a lot more people up at your open houses than most people. The other thing that we do with those open houses, which is, you probably have seen a few agencies do it, but we do have the best flags in the industry. We have 15-foot flags. They're going to go in your front yard and on the major roads leading into your neighborhood. They're a little bit gaudy, they're a little bit flashy, but they get results. They get a lot more people there, again, looking at your home, and ultimately it's about finding that perfect buyer that's willing to pay top dollar. This last slide here, it's not necessarily part of the marketing proposal, but a lot of you I know are out looking for homes because you're thinking about selling yours. So this is our VIP home hunter service. We started it as investors ourselves looking for homes to buy, and we start looking at homes that were just like the ones highlighted here, coming soon, bank-owned properties, FSBOs, pocket listings, foreclosures, probated homes, builder closeouts, company-owned homes, et cetera, et cetera. I could go through a whole list of homes, and really what these homes are is they're homes that are at a great discount that we can show you, and we can go out there and get you access to these homes that most real estate agents never show a client. So not only are we going to give you instant access to all of the homes from all of the companies, we're going to give you access to all of these homes, and they represent about a third to half of the market, depending upon which area you're looking at, and you're going to get access to them, and no other agent is going to show you those, but we definitely will. We'll also help you get financing, and this service is obviously free if you ever work with us on selling your home. So again, if you're interested in this, if you're interested in working with us, if any of this piques your interest, you have any questions, I guarantee you the other agents aren't doing it. So give me a call at 817-437-4858. Give me an email at brendanmccready.com, or brendanmccready@gmail.com, rather. And I look forward to seeing you. Thanks a lot.